Hey, Junior Power Kids, it's Miss Dana. Welcome to the Clubhouse. I am so glad to have you here today to hear a story from my very favorite book called the Bible. That's right, and whose book is it? It's God's book. And yell it really loud if you know how many books are in the Bible. 66. You guys are so smart. And it's broken into two parts, the Old Testament and the New Testament. Today's story has Jesus in it, so we know it's from the New Testament. All right, so all March long, we have been calling it Confetti Toss, where we are learning how we can love like Jesus. Because just like confetti goes everywhere, Jesus' love goes everywhere too, and to everyone. So today we are going to hear a story about how Jesus picked his very special friends that we call the disciples. That's right. So there were these 12 men that Jesus picked to be the people that went everywhere with him teaching. They got to hear him teach. They got to watch him do amazing things like heal sick people. And he taught them how to love just like him. And so this is how he first met those friends. So one day, Jesus was walking by the sea and he saw two fishermen out. They were out trying to catch fish, and their names were Simon, called Peter, and Andrew. Can everybody say, hi, Peter, hi, Andrew? That's right. So Peter and Andrew were out trying to catch fish, and Jesus said, come, follow me. From now on, I'm going to make you fishers of men. You see, he wanted to help the disciples learn how to tell other people about God. And then Jesus saw two more people that were fishermen, and their names were James and John. So James and John were out in a boat with their dad, and they were trying to fix their nets. And Jesus called them to join him too, and they did. My favorite thing about James and John is that their nickname is the Sons of Thunder. Can you say that? Sons of Thunder. Coolest nickname ever. And then there were some other guys that Jesus invited to follow him and to be his friends. Philip. Can everybody say hi, Philip? We don't know a lot about Philip, but we know that he also invited one of his friends, which we call either Bartholomew, sometimes they call him Nathaniel. And so Philip and Bartholomew both came and started being friends with Jesus too. They were his disciples. And then we know a little bit more about Matthew. Matthew was a tax collector. So remember, we've talked about that a lot. Tax collectors were not people that most people wanted to be friends with. But Jesus wanted to be his friend because Jesus loves everyone. So he invited even Matthew, the tax collector, to come be his friend and his follower. And he was one of the disciples. And then there were a few more. Thaddeus. Can you say Thaddeus? These are fun names, right? And James, a different James, not one of the Sons of Thunder. And then another man named Thomas. And then I think there's two more named, another man named Simon, and Judas. So we don't know a ton about all of these guys that were Jesus' very special friends, the disciples. But we know that they were very different from each other. They came from different families. They did different things for their jobs. Some were fishermen, some were tax collectors, some did other things. And Jesus loved them all. And he picked them to be the people that spent all of their time with him, traveling and learning how to love just like him. And you see, guys, Jesus loves all of us too. He loves everyone. Who does Jesus love? Everyone. That's right. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter how much money you have or you don't have. It doesn't matter what you smell like. It doesn't matter what you like to do. Jesus loves you, and he wants us to love other people that same way. So he wants you to look at everyone you see and choose to love them, even if they're a lot different from you, because Jesus loves everyone, and he wants you to also. See you next time.